You know who I am? Let us record great deeds this day, and give these Urki scum a right royal hammering!
Welcome back to Total War Warhammer 3 in part 7 of our Grombrindal Immortal campaign. In today's episode, we have a pretty desperate defense against an army of the Tomb Kings. Kataf has sent up an army pretty much fully consisting of archers. You can't really see them, but it's almost entirely archers, 2 Tomb Guard, and then some chariots that are probably going to be moving in from the flanks. We have 6 seconds till our reinforcements arrive, and we do not have enough of them. This is going to be one that I don't know that we're physically capable of winning. Well, let's see, though.
Battle ready!
Let's grab our battle-ready Dawi Rune Lord, and I think we're just going to keep moving them kind of back. Get close to the trees, if we're able.
The clans unite!
Chariots deployed all the way over in there, the forest, for some reason. Let's bring everyone over. Crossbows set up as such. Go ahead and pull the miners back a little ways, and then have the Dwarf warriors holding down the front line. Explosive miners behind. Definitely do something a little bit different with this line. Want to give them no ability to flank, and no real avenue to attack from. They'll have to charge forward as soon as they actually do arrive and crash into their archer line.
Move! Nothing can stop us!
Going to be a difficult fight regardless. I'll have this last group of warriors kind of pull back a little bit. Okay, they're all in one together group. The catapults are going to be probably the thing that finishes it off for us. These Screaming Skull catapults are very accurate, and they continue to launch explosive shells into our formation with impunity. Let's bring the Rune Lord up on the other side to possibly get them to fire on him instead. See if we're able. Come on, Dwarf, you gotta move faster than that. Whole bunch of bone boys moving our way. Whether we wanted it or not, we've stepped into a war with... we won't continue that one. Oh, the invisible sneaky bone boys. Where are they hiding? This rock is not doing us any favors. Speed things up a little bit. I think as soon as he comes around the rock, we should see everyone that we're looking for. That's at least one of the units of chariots there.
Killers!
Seems like they have changed their strategy up a little bit, so we're going to do the same.
Master of Runecraft!
They're moving as quick as they can our way, and they're all moving together. Which is incredibly unfortunate. One of the only bright sides being that these archers have incredibly low armor-piercing damage. So while they will plink away at us for a while, it will take a bit to get some damage flowing for them. Keep pulling back. Let's go ahead and draw back to this corner. As we draw back to the corner, we'll probably see about getting one of these groups of miners to move around through the woods. And try... yeah, they can already fire on us with catapults. This might be a very short battle. Let's see if we can't... pull people all the way back into the woods. The catapults will still start landing shots regardless, so... this is about as much as we can do.
Yes, yes!
If I could sneak our lord around the outside, I would definitely do so. I think we're probably going to need him. Ooh, that's going to hurt. Smashing right into the exposed flank.
Let the vengeance begin!
Keep moving.
Give me vengeance!
Yeah, this Tomb King is just kind of pacing. Look at the accuracy through the woods. Here comes another one. Yeah, they have so much ammo that can continue to blast. Hopefully they just continue to shoot away at these miners then. I will offer them up as sacrifice.
Unbending! At once!
I don't think we'll be able to get him in and around behind. Tomb King will cut him off and defeat him in combat pretty easily.
Dwarf warriors!
Warriors spread out a little bit more than you currently are.
Range far! Range fast!
Kind of been given a much juicier target with the Dwarf Warriors. A amazing hit, actually landing in the units behind them.
The clans unite! Go!
I said that catapult was going to definitely be the end of us. Sitting there and watching it. Even the misses are devastating.
It is a reckoning! Move now! I am strong!
Alright, well, we have drawn their lord forward for all the good that'll do. Get blasting. Go ahead and add some extra melee attack and speed for all the lads, I think. We can get them involved with their Tomb Guard. We will at least put a stop to the catapults doing damage purely to us. Increase the melee attack and speed of all these units here, and then just get charging in. Another amazing hit. The Screaming Skull catapults putting in all of the work. There are the chariots in the background there, able to defend. I think this battle is going to go very poorly for us. Almost every single shot there landed. These catapults are going to need a raise for sure. You just can't... They're hitting you no matter what. That's crazy. Alright, keep attacking. It is not going to happen. Showing off the power of having ranged advantage there. I think we probably played this very, very poorly. Not a lot you can do while being blasted apart by artillery teams that have incredible accuracy, as we currently are. Your ammo is out. Charge on in. Disappointing as that is. I mean, if you guys can get away from those archers and get in and stop these catapults, it'd be great. At least kill those for the upcoming battles. That would be very key. Get moving, maybe we can move them around so we can shoot into the exposed flank there. Exposed flank. Not one that is going well, though. Owen was given a ring. That's not very professional. I had to chuck it across the room at maximum speed. Well, the miners have made it into the catapults. We may have at least one positive out of this. I'm just sitting here thinking of all the money we're about to lose from not defending the spire better. Oh, we're never going to financially recover from this. Get them, miners. Get us some positive outcome here. I'm so glad they didn't choose to rush the chariots over to defend. That would have been a nightmare. We're definitely going down here. As much damage as we can get on them. The elite units being those Tomb Guard. We can deal with archers later on. Didn't have the numbers to do so in this battle. Come on, miners, keep that leadership up. We'll just sit here and watch this. We're at least winning over here. Nothing's going on the other side. This is a top secret miner mission. Kill this artillery team faster, dudes. Your leadership is not going to last forever. Our lord is starting to break. We have the melee attack one. I can only give it to him, I believe. Yeah. This is the end. But we did manage to slaughter the catapults. Beautiful. If only we had just a single artillery team ourselves. Alright, well those men are down. Close defeat. They defeated them just in time. Still an unfortunate loss, though. We killed their catapults, but I won't pretend that's anything more than a crushing defeat. We should have protected the home territory a little bit better, playing a bit gambly. I wasn't expecting the exiles to stab us in the back the way they did, but we will never forget it, don't you worry. Oh, they claim it! I was hoping they were just going to sack it so I could rebuild. Hatred. Alright, well, the disrespect continues. Capital lost indeed. So the capital didn't transfer over? Huh. Now we must retake it at all costs. Yeah, no, this. I figured the capital would transfer over once we actually took a larger settlement, but I guess that was definitely not the case.
I'll do it. It's as good as
Better. We need you moving in, not in March stance. We just need you getting over so we can recruit up some more troops. And we've got to bring down that spire, bring it back into our control as fast as we can. We have a lot of land here and not enough defenses, so we will probably throw in another lord over here in High Grey for Nagaron, just to keep it safe from the armies of chaos. It is completely on its own over here. We have priorities, though. We need to make sure we are recruiting more. We have only two slots, unfortunately. I think we definitely need to fill those with artillery teams, so let's go ahead and do... Cannons have less leadership and armor than... Or the breaker cannons have less leadership and armor than normal cannons, and way less range. I almost still want to just go ahead and use our grudge throwers. They cost a little bit less. Bombards would not be a bad choice, though. Less range than our grudge throwers is the only issue. Let's try the bombards. They're a cheaper alternative to the breaker cannon, but it does still have its multi-shot options. So we'll grab 2 of those. And then any kind of regiment around a renowned unit I'm able to. Okay, the Ekrid miners are back. We'll happily throw them in on Spinner's team. And over here at Nagaron, I believe we will recruit up another lord. I think this time we will have a normal lord. Give him one with the Valayan ancestral blood, Alden Forgehand.
Let us begin.
Well, sir, we'll go ahead and slot some runes in just so you are a little bit more protected than the last fellow. We didn't give him nearly enough runes and he got smacked for it. So those 3 will work. And I'll just kind of leave these others off. I'm not going to recruit any dwarves in for you just yet. Rendell, we've got to wait one more turn before he arrives with his Bombard and Iron Drakes. Alright, King Kagatef. Prepare yourself.
Not one
we will be recruiting back up, so any of the soldiers we did kill are going to be coming back against us. Let us quickly sign up a trade agreement here with...
Kneel before me.
Apparently Truth. I thought you were Constantine.
There will be
Dad jokes. Let's get out of here.
Het woman.
All right. Who calls?
Peace treaties? Nah. There's no peace. Although the Slaughterhorn tribe I am concerned about. We haven't seen hide or tail of them since the beginning. And they are still here at Storag Core. So hopefully the sisters have been pressing them as hard as they can. We shall soon find out, though. Yeah, we have building upgrades available after that gold declaration, so let's go ahead and... Let's go ahead and save. Yeah, we'll go ahead and save some gold and end up the turn. Alright, the turn is again ours. Spinner has not concocted the disease just yet, thankfully. Want to come out and grab Gotrek and Felix? Because we could recruit them, they don't stay permanently. They would be of use. We've got lots of enemies running around right here. We can put them in over here on this side and kind of just have them out and moving around. Volkia is very concerning. And how many wars does she have going on right now?
Stands ready to annihilate your kind.
She actually is at war with Kotep. But she has so much aversion to me that it's not going to matter. We shall soon be at war with Volkia, and we are not prepared for that either. Already rolling with the Charcoal Knights of the Brazen Throne. It is a horrifying unit on the charge.
Lord of Clan Morgan.
I just don't want to use up any of our movement. I'd like to get him headed down towards Reclamation. We may not even have enough numbers to bring them down, but I believe. I think we also should grab Butcher Felix. So many issues here. Yeah, let's charge in. We got it.
By the Forge Father.
Alright, Kagatef.
You what?
I asked the same thing. We better be able to get in there. Alright, we'll make sure all of the runes are as should be. Rune of Oath and Steel. Let's circle up. It'll give us a Pyrrhic victory. Unfortunately, they were able to replenish their armies here more than expected, so we'll have a few extra units to deal with.
To battle!
But Svenner here has Rune of Fear, Rune of Fury, and Rune of Might. Okay, so then we may go ahead and check on a Talisman of Endurance. Keep him alive a little bit longer. Then for his Thane...
ancestor gods!
Now you're doing fine, dude. Your Thane's looking alright. For Fried, we can come back over, though, and see about grabbing some ancillary runes. So the Rune of Burning... I think we already had explosive damage. Can we add extra explosive damage? Rune of Seeking sounds good. Rune of Stoicism. Of good old Groth, One Eye, and then we'll grab the Rune of Burning as well. I don't mind snagging some of the runes from the other lords. But I think he should make do with what he has. There we go. Let's go ahead and pass some of these out. Rune of Seeking onto this Bombard. Extra explosive damage on the other. I don't even know. We will see if that actually does anything. The Master Rune of Groth. Here, when fighting Greenskins, Discouraged is going to be very useful against the Tomb Kings. Go ahead and put this on our Thane. And then Rune of Stoicism. Actually, Thane. Equip this one. For non-character units. This can go on one of our Longbeards then. And then Rune of Stoicism on the Ekron Miners. Question mark. Ekron Miners are awesome because we can teleport them in behind the line, and the foolish skeletons will be able to do nothing about it. So let's take a look at our map. Probably be very similar to the last one there. Yeah, exactly the same, just flipped. So we can come on at them probably from this angle on over here. Keep them kind of pinned in together. They won't really work with us, but let's get them. Quick cut of the jump variety. Turns out when you set a pot of coffee up and don't check to see if there was already some in there, it tends to spill hot coffee all over the kitchen. So after cleaning that on up, it is time to deal with our enemies. So how best to pick apart... This is a much larger force than we have, and they have some Tomb Swarm to work with. So no matter what, wherever we set up, we do want to kind of spread apart. It's not like I'm shouting, it's because it seems like someone's launching a rocket down the street. I can never figure out what this is. We have an airport, a small one down the street, but it is not large enough for jets, so... Whatever they got going on over there, it is loud and needs to stop. We'll have the Lord up front there. And then put the Ekron Miners behind. They can kind of teleport wherever they want, so we will keep that in our minds. Group and lock, or at least guard mode, this squad of Bombards are frontline as well, which is incredibly small. We keep going into these battles with barely any frontline, and it does not end well for us, so it's a lesson we also need to go ahead and learn. We will start this battle up and hope things go well. Go ahead and pull over a little bit.
Yes, Lord.
They do have a ton of forces moving in to engage. Let's switch these over to the less ranged multi-shot round. Shooting many smaller projectiles instead of one large one is effective when fighting small targets, such as infantry. So we will be using that to try to clear out the many waves of skeleton archers they've got going there. Grab the whole line, pull them up so we're not exposing our artillery teams. I am expecting the Tomb Swarm to come down before too long here.
Dawi marksman.
We may have them far enough apart where they're not going to all get hit by it, but we'll see shortly.
The ancestors watch.
There's the Tomb King. I think both of our lords can handle him, and we'll try to use them as a death ball to bring him down together.
Fire on the axe.
Alright, canister shot going up. How much longer does this one take to reload? 20 reload skill as opposed to 19, so they're actually better at reloading that one. Oh, that's pretty awesome looking. Let's fire on these archers, though, if we can. Go ahead and shoot this group. Since if they retreat, it'll go back into the Tomb Guard as well. Several units of... Oh, that's a little bit spooky. Go ahead and increase his melee attacks. We can beat down on the Lord there. That was a lot of damage. Well done. In charge of those chariots. We absolutely must keep them away from our artillery teams there. Alright, miners, I'm going to have you guys teleport on over behind these archers. I have to keep an eye out on them. Right there they appear. Start killing. Longbeards are in the middle of something they don't really want to be. Get in there and start chopping up some Tomb Guard. That unit is shredded. Keep switching up our targets. And those Tomb Guard reacted quickly. And my Ekron miners seem to be bugged out. Turn around and throw some explosives, dudes. Otherwise, you're in trouble. Did a very good job of getting you in there to get murdered. By mistake. Alright, Quarrelers, let's work together on one of these weakened group of archers. Our archers are being slaughtered, unfortunately. We're not going to throw the blasting charges in melee, but keep blasting apart these groups of archers. Their lord has fallen. They're already limited leadership. We should hopefully bring them down quickly. They've decided that the bombards are definitely an issue, and I agree with their assessment there. Back off on those equipment. We'll chase them off. You keep doing your job.
The next kill is ours. Change rounds.
Keep blasting. Have you charge in on the rear there. We'll get some armor for our Quarrelers. Don't move. Best course of action is to stay planted and just keep blasting away. Our Ekron miners are most likely going to be sacrificed again, but for a good cause. Be a bit more squared up because we are getting shot to pieces. Can't really afford to move the artillery pieces. They stay. Fight to the end. Thane is doing work. Now for more regiments coming on over to fight us. I trust in our Longbeard's capabilities. Burn quickly here. And they are able to charge up and use those infantry, the missiles here, almost as an infantry unit. Chopped here, finally crumbling away. Our Ekron miners are breaking. Still have to deal with the garrison force. Oh, and here come the Ushabti. That is unfortunate. That group of bombards is no longer in this world, and our other bombards have been routed. There go the rest of their chariots. So now, we definitely need to stay away from those Ushabti. Run. You need to go locate the Nekar warriors that are acting as Lord and slaughter them. Too many units that aren't working and they need to be. Keep firing those crossbows. You guys keep running. The Ushabti should fade away before too long there. Extra melee attack for everyone in this middle group. There's a lot of Tomb Guards still left. Which targets?
Ordnance ready.
Just not doing enough damage because of how few of them there are. Alright, the Thane has engaged who he needs to, and you guys are not running away nearly fast enough, so they shall be retreating.
Longbeards.
Get these Longbeards engaged.
Taking aim. Unbending. Thane.
It's going to be a close one. Oh, another Tomb Swarm going down. They were waiting on that one. Not a lot to do, but accept it. Normally I would not want them to stand here and get shot, so let's keep moving back, but retreating seems to be almost worse for them. Longbeards are being ripped up by the Tomb Swarm there. Looks like they've gotten another use of them. I'm surprised they got another usage of it. I thought they only got the single one after the Ushabti show up. Keep fighting. It's not over yet. Extra armor. Their missiles are going away. If we can just take apart these Tomb Guard.
Fire on the fort! The ancestors.
Come on, dude, you're just fighting the Hekara warriors.
Battle ready.
Oh, he's going down. Our Rune Lord falls. With that, I think we will probably be withdrawing in total. The Thane's still fighting. If we can kill these Hekara warriors, we may have it.
Ready to aim.
Our Quarrelers are getting charged now by whole groups. And they're so slow they won't be able to retreat. Let's focus down the Tomb Guard at the very least.
For the cannons and
Warriors rallying.
put those dwarven legs.
Burn and fire. Hopefully our Lord survives. If he does, we should have no problem at least reclaiming and rebuilding the settlement. Thane has nearly defeated those warriors. Let's actually get him moving away from them. They should crumble on away, right? They're done. Yeah, they're done. Keep the weaker group of Quarrelers moving back. Oh, they're done. Okay, we've just got a little bit left in terms of leadership. Need those warriors to break. Get expended all their ammo. Charge in then, lads. Axes out.
Kill the orc splitters.
This is as spooky as it gets. Crumbling is really not affecting them much. Oh, one goes down. We may have had him. Wow, down to the absolute wire. And we may still not even have it. Their crumbling may prevail. Run.
Move now.
We got another. Oh, the Lord's back. That is as perfect as can be. We'll give yourself some extra speed then.
Advance.
Pump those dwarven legs. Gotta move fast. Fire on those spearmen. They'll be an easier target.
Dwarf, to me.
Our Lord still being alive. Oh, he broke. Never mind. Dude, what? That's some coward stuff. Who is damaging him?
Give me vengeance with haste.
Not sure what's happening to our Lord there, but he's still taking damage.
It is a reckoning.
Several of their units are breaking. Just keep running, don't get caught. It's a game of tag where if you lose, you end up like these bearded fellows over here.
Pull out.
Smashes on in. Our Lord break again. Dude.
I am strong.
You don't talk. Come on over here and lend your aid. Or maybe just stay off in the horizon and be a pain. The Quarrelers with bolts, get firing. Get to hold in on those spearmen.
Thane.
Man of legend, this Thane. Single-handedly carrying this battle. Surrounded by broken corpses. No, let's not engage with the Tomb Guard. That's a mistake. Not time for the Slayer Oath just yet.
Iron will.
Well, that's another regiment fallen. We can just pick off these last two. We've got it.
Vengeance!
Have you charge over and deal with these spearmen and see if we can't keep hiding these poor tomb guard around.
For the ancestors!
Probably charge in here as to not waste this ammunition. Let's save your last few shots.
Rage fast! Armed and ready!
Give our Thane some more armor. He's going to charge into an already crumbling line. And they are braced, but kick them right out of the way. And watch you get stabbed to death by all these spearmen. They would be deserving of a raise. Keep moving. We can get those bolts in behind the shield, we can actually get some damage. And we do have high ground.
Pick your targets well!
Shoot some and run. Oh, okay, they're running too. Get out of there, bros. I don't think they're gonna escape. You gotta turn around. That's important in running. Unfortunate. You didn't do the best job of running away. Yeah, no, they're gonna break. Let's get back with the Lord. As we have one final regiment. I'd like to not lose. Our Lord is wavering, and if we lose him, hoping our... What is your leadership at? Ugar is at 43. Hopefully he can hang in there, even under the face of Guard.
Come together, lads.
Ease up a little bit so we're not waiting for everyone to waddle around forever. Run! Well, the bombards slow them down. Fair enough. Ugar, can we use any more runes? Oh, he's gonna do it with his axe. You guys turn around and engage and help out. That's the win! It is the most Pyrrhic of victories, though. Correct. And a victory blessed by the gods. However, we did end up losing both units of Longbeards, our Ekran miners. However, we do still have all of our ranged firepower, and those canister shot, the multi-shot, ended up doing a ton of work for us. So we now know in the future, multi-shot is for shredding apart infantry. We will go ahead and throw on the Master Rune of Groth, One Eye, and Stoicism on two of our Quarreler teams, just to keep them a bit more chunky. And instead of sacking, we'll just claim back our Spire. Old Taker's Grudge is complete. Unfortunately, we're probably going to have to do a lot of... Oh, it's all the way back down to tier 1. Well, lesson learned. Don't leave your capital undefended. It's like, really? You had to learn that lesson. Yes, unfortunately. And we lost access to all of our elite Dwarven infantry because of it. Throw in some normal warriors and hope that Kotep was not that far behind. Because that's where he usually is waiting in the wings to attack wherever we have already claimed. I want you to survive. Let's grab the Rune of... I think Wrath of Ruin still for the explosion, and then we'll probably go for damping to keep Kotep from casting too many spells.
Armed and ready.
For Urgar, the Destroyer, we'll give him Blade Master, and I think we're going to just increase his melee defense. Melee defense it is.
If you say so, Beardling.
Are we able to get any Slayers? Not just yet. We have been throwing our regiments of renown to the wolves, unfortunately. Grombrindal is ready to go, though, so let's go ahead and claim the Cloak of Valaya. Excuse me. I guess the Rune Helm of Zufbar, rather. We are going back in time on accident. Let's go ahead and take him out of the stance.
How can I help?
And we shall teleport on over and do battle with the Greenskins. Alright, we got Clubba Armbreaker. Got some Orc Boys and some Gobos. They've definitely got some reinforcements on the way. Morgrim Grobinutta, which is an interesting thing to want to be known for, is leading the charge alongside. That means we're definitely going to have to deal with several more Orc Boys. Let's get it. I guess before, let's take a look at our terrain. So we're approaching from behind to lend support. Suspicious.
At last, we have lured the orcs to the place we Dawi fight best, in Grungi's realm. I see beside me brave dwarfen hearts. Such courage will imbue my rune helm. This is the day to strike many grudges from the Great Book. For I am the White Dwarf, and only worthy folk appear in my pages. So, let us record great deeds this day, and give these Urki scum a right royal hammering!
Indeed, let's get to it. So, deploying, that was an interesting bit. I guess we were above the canyon with the better camera mods, so it does work against you on occasion. Tarak Azul has some incredible looking armor. Not very blue for one with their name, but it is what it is. Over with the disgusting greenskins. They're also raring to go. Let's get this battle kicked off in earnest. So we have our mini artillery teams, and the canister shot that we know is going to work very well against the Gobos. Go ahead and have them deployed a little bit in front of the others because of the way they have less range overall. Up slightly, and then we'll have the crossbows. We do have a bit of a cramped fighting conditions here, so we do what the dwarves do best. We'll have the thunderers on this end, up where my line shall be. Slayers be the protection.
Find your targets!
Same thing on this side, so Slayers back behind as protection. Dragon back ones lending their fire weakness to our enemies. All of our Longbeards. Proper line. Have them defending behind, and I'll even keep the flamethrowers out in front of the line. Start. Surely that won't backstab me at all. Throw Grombrindal out front, our Rune Lord in the middle. Best will lend his weight. Longbeards back behind. In case any kind of flanking nonsense happens, with Bugmen's off to the side as well. They move a little bit quicker than all of our other ranged units. Ranged together in guard mode. All of our front line, except for our giant slayers. Artillery team, and then the Lord. Let's assist these brothers. I'm pretty sure we have to keep them alive in order to win, so we will start marching on up. I guarantee you we're going to deal with some reinforcements. Squigs have approached. A herd of bouncing squigs. And they're Night Gobbo riders in some cases. And they move so fast. Dwarves have engaged. Axes ready. Slicing into the Groby. They will have no problem working their way through this front line of Gobbos. Satchel charges away. Tarak Azul is making their presence felt. They're not going to go down without a fight. Brave Dawi. Longbeards are ready. Sitting there shouting at them. Squig hoppers want nothing to do with that. Thunderers are already starting to fire. Our lads are moving on away. Let's keep the Bugmans close to our artillery team. The Longbeards as well. They do move a little bit slow, but they will... The artillery, rather, but we want to keep them safe. Get you charging in and chopping on that Orc War Boss. That is your target. We could probably go ahead and speed everyone up. Just wouldn't get everyone, so we'll wait on that one then, as to keep us off of that shared cooldown. That was the fighting going. We'll put it back in slow-mo and take a quick look. We may not even need to get involved. These dwarves, I think, can handle this one. They just charge their cavalry in and leave them there, which is exactly what you do with cavalry. Just ask Lionheart. Chop. Or what I do with all of my mages. Just leave them in and let them fight. That's what mages are for. We're not here for that magic. That's weakness. I'd say the only group that's definitely going to have some trouble is these miners off to the side. These wolf riders should actually make quick work of them. Thunderbirds are getting to clean, free shots into these orc boy archers. So, no one's having a good time except for us.
Yes,
Keep Bugman's moving.
move off.
Definitely don't want to. Grombrindal's charging on in. Let's kick off the Grombrindal knows no fear in the rune axe. Him chopping on that war boss already. Alright, so the front line is who we want to move forward. Get involved. Go ahead and drop down some caltrops just because I don't trust these flanks here. They're a little bit interesting looking. Oh, behind us. Oh, Bugmans, you need to run. Oh, that's as unfortunate as it gets. They managed to spawn at the absolute worst time. A further tide of disgusting greenskins have arrived. I see that. We're about to lose all of our artillery. That's as bad as it gets. They should have the front side dealt with. In fact, I'm going to send them in to help. Our own Thunderers need to turn and get involved. Fire on those trolls. Artillery.
For the ancestors! Moving out! We are
Just run.
relentless!
Just run. We'll have the Longbeards turning and getting involved.
Dwarves,
Got lots of damage going down to our teams, unfortunately.
Moving out!
Go ahead and drop down the... I don't know, Rune of Speed. We're about to lose a lot of units. What happens when you move up completely unwittingly? Many Dawi have to die, unfortunately.
Let's start shooting!
Those flamethrowers working. I'll have you guys start firing on
Change round!
any of these.
By my beard!
Grombrindal knows no fear. He is by himself, though. For all of our confidence, they're going to get charged in on the rear. There's nothing we can do. We just got to start firing on them once they actually get engaged.
Slayers!
It is by no means over.
Show us the target, Lord!
Actually, you guys stay there and start firing.
As ye command!
You're brave.
For mountain and hall!
These grudge throwers moving through. There's no reason to take friendly fire there.
It is a reckoning!
All of those gigantic spiders are running.
Can stop us!
And we can stop panicking. Oh good, more spiders!
Dwarfs, ready axes!
Get them! Get those Dragonback Slayers involved, and you guys get on over with your flamethrowers.
Fire! Reload! Fire! Move! War of vengeance!
Fire indeed.
Pump those dwarf legs! Targets, Lord!
Oh good, the trolls are getting involved. We moved them up a little bit too far.
Bring death on them! Fire on the foe!
So many trolls.
What the vengeance!
So little time. Flamethrower's doing really good work on those trolls there. That's amazing. Exactly what we need. We're gonna get those axes to work.
Runesmith!
There to be spiders around. Did I give it to you? There we go.
Thunderers!
Thunder on anyone who is currently still willing to fight us. Grombrindal currently stands in a pile of dead corpses. We'll allow Karakazul to chase them off, and we'll turn and engage on this end. Not a great start to this battle, but we stabilized. I should have been moving up way more cautiously. I expected the attack to come once we had engaged the Groby. I wasn't expecting the degree of an attack. These flamethrowers moving forward, we'll go ahead and pull these lads away so they're not taking free flamethrower damage. Alright, I think they're broken. They retreat. Torch the spider. Kill it with flame. Didn't get a lot of chance to get any good combat shots there. We had a pretty hectic battle, but a victory. A close victory. We ended up losing. Oh, they had actually ended up dying, the Giant Slayers. What a shame. They had some models left, but they must have just taken a little bit too much damage. Go ahead and give the Rune of Sanctuary then over to these Dragonback Slayers. And then after that victory, we'll go ahead and drink to our win. Both ours Raiders have been unlocked. Heat Gate Guards also, so we can replace those Hammerers we chucked to the void. And the Room Helm of Zufbar is now, once again, imbued with strength.
You know who
Beautiful.
I am.
Grombrindal is
Dwarf
all
snake.
maxed out on his items there, so we're also going to have extra diplomatic relations with all dwarves and control +1 for all our provinces, which is very, very lackluster. As far as his skill points here, probably a good idea to continue to make him an absolute monster in combat. We can go for Wound Maker to actually finally increase that overall weapon strength up to 771. I need him to be doing a one-on-one with Scarbrand soon.
I'm here now.
You are. We got Yamek Gilded Stone. We'll go ahead and have him. What do we need to increase for you, good sir? We can give you some more runes to work, but that shared cooldown kind of makes them hard to use more than maybe one or two of them in a battle. We could go for some scouting or just make him a bit better in combat. I think we'll go for the combat potential for now.
I'm here.
At Grombrindal, we will definitely go ahead and slot in the Heat Gate Guard. Maybe we wait.
Master of Runecraft.
Every time we leave our lords by themselves to defend without extra units to get smashed, so...
My axe.
Valkia is in march stance back to the Chill Road. I don't trust that at all. No trust. Stonecutter's Shop would unlock the army ability, the Miners Below, allowing us to summon some miners. Sold. We definitely need to defend this town now. In fact, we'll give Alden Forgehand some regiments of renown to help him out. We will give him... Let's go for the Peak Gate Guard. And then we'll chuck in some extra warriors. And then for Grombrindal, I think we'll keep him here. I don't trust Malekith. He is recruiting up a force of nothing but Dread Spears. Are you currently at war with Valkia?
Behind every syllable.
No.
Speak.
He's currently, well, looking at Grombrindal. Yeah, no, he is only at war with the Legion of Chaos. But he's outright hostile to us, so I don't doubt that he will immediately charge in and attack us. I would like to reclaim Shrotak Mount, but I think that will be Svenner's job.
Yes.
Svenner, I think we'll give you Ulthar's Raiders to assist in your endeavors. Even more ranged to not protect. Temple of Cain, I'd like to throw in some walls to keep it protected. And then the Dwarf Tinkerer's Shop sounds nice.
One rag.
Can't really recruit up any more units. We don't have the facilities for an Master Engineer, I don't believe, so let's go take a look. No, not yet. So we will...
For the wisdom of Valea.
happily then go ahead and upgrade our Tinkerer's Shop.
When Loic dances, so...
Listen, Katep.
Yes.
Oh, Krausercrack is closing in on wanting to sign a trade agreement. Can I get you to do that for some money?
Dawi, it is an honor.
I'm not going to threaten you,
An ad.
even though we definitely could.
It is ready.
Our beard is vastly superior to yours. Alright, so with a Lord not moved, that's Grombrindal, we'll go ahead and throw you into in-camp stance. And move a little ways down. If they move on the Altar of Ultimate Darkness, I don't think they'll immediately charge in. But if we're wrong, we'll be punished hard.
How can I help?
You know what? After I say that, let's get Grombrindal. Decisions. I do forget we only have 2 slots for our recruitment, so
What?
that's all we've got for this turn. We'll slot the commandment back in for the empowerment of the guilds. Hercal Corruption needs to leave, and we'll end the turn. A grudge too far. The enemy has wronged us, but righting this grudge will cost us deeply, perhaps too deeply. Maybe just this once, we should ignore the slight and focus on the grander objective. We could a wrong put right and make our recruitment cost more but have more leadership, or a wrong, either one. You can either right the wrong or honor is all. Foolish dwarf, of course the dwarf must be settled. Or the, they're both the same. I see. The living ancestor. The white dwarf thinks his mentor Grungni. Wisdom cannot come from one source alone, though. I disagree. We can keep gaining some help from Grungni. None of them are actually active now. So this is our current upkeep without Grungni's assistance. We could go for Grimnir's Strength. That only assists Grombrindal's army. Elia, Fury. No, I think Apprentice of Grungni is still the best one. Marienburg fades to history, sadly. Alright, well, with that, we can get this Rune Lord kind of, we can kind of warp him over the mountain too, but we need him to defend Dracula Spire.
Getting out of here.
Pull the Thane. No, I really don't want to remove the Thane from the army, but exploring is important. Where is Kateb?
The throng is mustered.
Let's see if we can have you assassinate this man. Only a 38% chance, but please. Oh, well done. Hammer to the skull. We didn't quite get a level up, though, which is sad, but we have eliminated a threat, and we can have Spinner keep moving down. And at least in encampment stance, he will have extra melee defense. So we'll go ahead and, I'd say, recruit up just some more Dwarf Warriors. We need more staunch front line.
What do you want?
Gotta get the fundamentals down first. We'll go for the Rune of Wrath and Ruin. Upgrade it so we can actually use it a little bit more often.
I'm ready.
Grombrindal is ready, he says. Let's bring you down. I'd really like to bring you down to Shrotak Mount, but I think that's handled.
What?
Alden Forgehand, we are going to continue to build up your forces once we are able. Do one more frontline force, and then...
Yes.
How many archers does this come with? Just the 3? I'm very concerned for Valkia's combat potential. He's going to be very strong at the moment.
Tremble before the Witch King.
So Malekith is moving up north. Is he at war with anyone new? I don't trust this at all. You see, I'd like to move down south and claim back Shrotak Mount so Svinner can just ignore that and go after Hrothgar. But we were going to leave you guys to the desert, but after this random backstabbing, I think the Dawi may need to settle the desert on up and make sure its mining is done with extreme efficiency. One of the biggest question is, can the altar defend itself while Grombrindal moves south? And I think the answer I'm going to give is yes, it can.
I'll do it.
So we'll go into, not March, that'd be foolish.
It's done.
Regular, move south, and if Malekith decides to try something, we'll get again punished. That's what'll happen. Alright, the Bone Rattler's Wa has failed. Choked out this boy is. And we are now scrutinizing all of our guild leaders. As dwarf guilds, that's not a word. As dwarf guilds wield such power, it makes sense that the clans keep an eye on them, ensuring competence and honesty. We gain a little bit of extra percentage of money to the Masters of Stone and Steel commandment, which is not great, but we're really just working towards the autonomy of holds for some extra growth. Alright, Right Axe. King Kabatoon is recruiting down there. Where did Kateb go? Who are you at war with? Makes sense. It's not polite. Get out of here. Talk to me about polite. You came out of your desert to attack me. Minding my business down here in the mountains. We'll do underway and just kind of warp over. If they want to attack me in underway stance, it gives me a extremely good opportunity to kill as many as we can. Rockle Spire finally going up to tier 2. We have no eyes on the Dark Elves anymore, which is concerning. Get some more Quarrelers. Actually, we can't. Losing access to our Quarrelers is unfortunate. We could throw in some Mountaineers. We try to hunt down Malekith on any of his. They could also shoot down. I believe Valkia counts as a large unit. Now we'll leave Alden as is. And pray we don't get punished for it. We're here at the Gorge. What I'd like to throw in is one of the, whichever building allows us to have the Master Engineer. So over here at the Tinkerer's Den. I already have one of these. So why can't I have a Master Engineer? I am a bit confused. Did I not have one? Oh. I could have swore I had one of those. Oh no, I'm a fool. You get Mountaineers from two different options, two different building choices. Let's not complain and let's just get battling. Well, being a dwarf, rumbling's what we do.
I suppose so.
You suppose so? I suppose so as well. Let's go ahead and throw. Assault some units. Well, we could if you hadn't just assassinated someone. We'll go ahead and do the underway.
If you say so,
Camp. Wheeling Camp. I'd like to get 4 cannons back, so even in... Oh no. Well, mistakes were made. This campaign is full of them.
Grombrindal.
Leave you here, good sir. And we'll give it one more in-turn, and if nothing interesting happens, we will go ahead and probably call the episode there.
Your death will be remembered in another of my glorious
Oh, he's gonna try to sue for peace now. Yeah, he's definitely nearby, probably hiding. He's going to attack the second we say no. Peace can be had after I claim back Shrotak. I'm even fine with letting you, like, keep your desert, but just, like, leave us alone, dude. We just want the mountains. Oh, good, it is noon, so the tornado sirens have kicked in. I actually don't think that is picking up on the mic, so we'll just continue onward, and if it does... Oh, I'm so sorry. So what we'll do is bring Spinner down and have him... How was Rothgar looking? Just a normal garrison. Should be no problem at all for you then, Spinner. Especially with a staunch front line, finally. We'll go ahead and continue to make him hard to hit. We'll bring them down. Valiant DeVito. He has thrown in some chariot archers, so if we win this one, it's probably going to be another one where there's a very few of us remaining. Let's go ahead and encircle. I am keen on letting them come out to us in this case, and for Grombrindal, we'll just go ahead and claim back the Shrotak. We will auto-resolve that one. Claim an Ancestor rune for it, and then we will occupy. No reason to sack our own settlements. Province has been once again secured, and another grudge crossed off the book. We are down to 5 severity. That's really loud. The wind down was way louder than the other. We'll throw in some gates at Rakdo Gorge just to keep it safe. Safety is going to be a very important part of keeping these settlements actually under our control. We don't have a lot of armies, and they're pretty slow to move around. So for the Bright Axe, we will pick up the next episode with a battle right away. I won't wait and skip the turn until then they come on out. We'll charge on in because they do not have any walls, I don't believe. These don't have walls? Oh, they do. Well, then we probably blast them apart with our multi-shot. This should be quite interesting. For now, though, I am out of time for today. I have been Space Wizard of War. Remember to leave a like for the like god and a sub for the sub throne, and I will see you on the next one.